He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
Pink Floyd's The Wall is definitely, it's more political, you know, but it does deal with a lot of life and death issues. You know, is sending kids off to war, you know, or breeding them to go off to war. Is, you know, it asks questions about that. So that's one that definitely springs to mind. That, you know, that record, I remember when I first heard it when I was in junior high. It blew my mind, you know, like it was the best thing that I had ever heard. And what was cool about that record and what we tried to bring to our record and others like it, there was a lot of depth to it, you know. Not only was it about the music, but it was about the imagery and the artwork, and then, you know, a movie ended up following later. You know, so there was all these cool little things that you wanted to investigate into the lyrics. There were, like, in the artwork, there were references to the lyrics, and you would find out more about the songs. And, you know, I think that's something that we wanted to bring to this record as well.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Poems, everybody. The lad who makes himself a poem.
I mean, yeah, basically that song, you know, is a direct reference to kids killing kids, and kind of how young, you know, especially more, I would say, young American culture, you know, how they're kind of engendered to violence nowadays and kind of see violence as a viable solution to solve problems amongst themselves, you know, and it's scary. And that's kind of, you know, teenagers scare the living shit out of me. Like, there's a lot of young kids that are fucked up out there and that need help, you know?
Just, like, we're such a war-based culture nowadays, and we're so just, I don't know, jaded by, I guess, everything we've seen, everything that's happened, and I think there's something wrong with that, like, where we have these gadgets where you can film us today and send it all over the world, you know, in the next second, but we can't feed people in countries, and we can't talk to our kids about how to deal with problems other than grabbing a gun and slaughtering half their class, you know. I think there's a real lack of love for one another and respect for people and human life, and just a lack of communication between parents and their kids. They're intelligent, and they've found the band as a means to meet other like-minded kids. They're, some of them, kids that maybe didn't fit in where they, you know, were kind of put, you know, in a certain high school maybe, and through either websites or, you know, going to shows, they found other friends and people that they feel like they belong with. You know, young kids are being exposed to the same things that, you know, we're thinking about now, you know. I mean, just look at the world we're living in. You know, kids are having sex at, like, 11, 12. Yeah. And they're these little adults, you know, and they soak everything up. I mean, it's crazy.
Ziggy Stardust is pretty, I mean, the makeup and everything is just
That's the one
really
you gotta
outrageous,
go for.
you know.
I mean,
and,
plus that record, Rise and Fall, is amazing.
yeah, I was reading. Peter Gabriel used to, apparently, I forget what album it was in reference to, but would dress up as like a worm or something when he used to play, and he pissed off
like
all the rest of the. You got to read it. I forget exactly what it was. A character in from their concept album, and he would dress up and play as that, and the rest of the band like hated it because the costume was so overdone that he couldn't sing. Like he was unable to sing. So I think I gotta go with that. I gotta get the name.
Or Guar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Purple Rain. Yeah, definitely. I mean, anytime I think when you're in a venue, as you get into like larger venues, the use of lighters definitely jumps up. So anytime it gets dark,
now it's cell phones though.
Yeah,
it's more cell phones.
it's more this
So it's,
light blue glow. It's just a thing. It's like an arena rock thing, Yeah. I think everybody's been guilty of.
I never feel like
raising
I'm
the
playing
lighter.
Purple Rain though. Never ever came into my head. Watch tonight. It'll pop into my head because you said that. I'm gonna start pulling out some moves.
Such a